is Hedy Van Gerp, who is president of Peaceful Schools International based in Nova Scotia. Thanks.
Thank you all. Throughout the day yesterday, I heard a recurring theme that is music to my ears. And the theme that resonated loud and clear with me is the need to educate our children and youth, both their hearts and their minds, so that they will grow to be compassionate and caring adults who understand their responsibility to make good decisions, to feel empathy for others, to be respectful of diversity, to communicate effectively, and to solve their problems peacefully. But you and I both know that this will not happen simply because we all wish for it. The older I get, the more firmly I believe that we need to teach peace in a deliberate, conscious, and comprehensive manner from the time that our children start school in kindergarten until they graduate with a university degree. I spent most of my adult life, about 30 years, as a classroom teacher and a school administrator. And for the last 10 years, I've been working with schools around the world, and these schools have declared a commitment to creating and maintaining a culture of peace, creating an ethos in which all children feel safe and valued and respected. I do this work in my role as founder of Peaceful Schools International, which is a Canadian charitable organization started 10 years ago. We have over 300 member schools in 15 countries. We have no paid staff and rely on the goodwill of a dedicated network of volunteers. PSI, as an organization, has its roots in a personal tragedy. In 1991, my elder son Ben, who was 14 years of age at the time in a grade 9 class, was being harassed or bullied by a classmate. On one day when Ben was in the gymnasium watching a basketball game, the boy who had been harassing him ran across the gym floor, hip-checked him, which caused Ben to fall, and in the fall, an artery in his back severed, and he died that night in hospital as a result of internal bleeding. I was teaching at the time, and in my despair, I wondered, or asked myself the question, why doesn't somebody do something to ensure that this doesn't happen to another child or another family? And eventually I woke up to the fact that I was somebody, and perhaps there would be something that I could do, as simple as it was, which was to start teaching peace in my own classroom. I incorporated peace education into everything that we did on a daily basis. One thing led to another, and 10 years later I found myself doing a lot of traveling, speaking with and working with teachers who were like-minded and who also saw the need to teach peace, and yet there was nothing in place to support them or to recognize their efforts. Peaceful Schools International does that. It acts as a catalyst and a clearinghouse for innovative, practical ideas that work to create a safe and caring, peaceful school environment. Patricia mentioned a tipping point this morning. I dream of a day, perhaps before I leave this earth, when we will reach a tipping point when teaching peace is no longer considered to be an option in our schools, but it will be a vital part of daily life in everything that we do with all children in all schools. And I only hope that I am in a room full of dreamers. Thank you.
Well, thank you. There have been many interesting comments made this morning. Different issues, approaches, perspectives, personal stories that are inspiring and saddening at the same time. I'd like to open the floor now to questions, and I guess where I'd like to start would be with the students who are here. What we're talking about are educational programs that are designed to benefit you. Would there be a couple of questions from students that you would have about this topic, this conversation that we're having? No? Are there other questions from the floor? Why don't we take 3 questions, and then the panel will sort out who answers them. So let's take the 1, 2, and 3. Just let's take all the questions at one time, and then we'll sort out who answers them. So go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Dubeauclard from Indonesia. I would like to tell the audience here that early this month, our Indonesian batik was recognized by the UNESCO, and we were very happy about it. Because why we're happy? Because we think that that's the recognition of international society that batik comes from Indonesia, not from our neighboring country. We have been fighting, quote unquote, about it, claiming batik who owns batik. What I'd like to ask to the panel is, how do universities teach something about the source of conflict that has something to do with the cultural or heritage thing? Because I believe that if the conflict of source is food scarce, the agricultural university can give an answer to that, and food technology, poverty, or economical injustice, they can make a new theory for economics that can give justice. But or maybe energy, water crisis, they can come up with the reverse osmosis technology that can make us drink from seawater. But how about the cultural and heritage? Do you have any opinion on that? Because I think that doesn't happen only in Indonesia and Malaysia, but also in Thailand and Cambodia, dispute over Tamil. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The second question.
My question is about, we talked about who can be mediators for any conflict. It can't be people who are involved in the conflict. It has to be an external person. So the question is, are there examples in universities of having prepared such people? Because from the article, we started a university in June 2010, and we want to create peace ambassadors. So we would be very happy to work with other universities in building a curriculum and so on, to create that, because we believe it has to be an external person who can go and be a mediator. So are there already existing examples in the university around the world which have created such programs and delivered such programs and such people who would be called peace ambassadors? That's one question. The other is about the schools, Peaceful Schools International. I congratulate you on what you have done, and I also would like to offer our help to you if you think we can work together. We've done this successfully in many schools in the United States now, where we've addressed the specific topic of bullying. And we've been able to give students practical techniques which will help them get over this and create an atmosphere of peace in the school. So, I would like to work with you on this. Thank you very much.
Let's take the third question, and then we'll have the panel respond.
My question is more towards the issue, and this I'll take up with what Professor Unat started off about the education of communication students here, because by the way, my name is Thani, head of research at AMIT in Singapore. I've been teaching communications in mass communications in Singapore. What I have noticed is not only in Singapore, it's in many other Asian countries. There are very good institutes which train mass comm graduates, but they get good skills, technical skills, but there's hardly any political sciences or social sciences included in the mass comm programs. For example, I was asked to teach a cross-cultural communications course in Singapore a few years ago. What I found was there were no books in the library which were written from Asia, with an Asian perspective. Almost all were from America. They were talking about the blacks, the Hispanics, the whites, and the relations between them, not about Malays, Chinese, Indians, Filipinos, which is more in the Asian context. So that's one of the problems I think we need to look at, including cross-cultural communications in mass communication programs in Asia, so that we talk about communicating among Asians or between Asians, because countries in this region, I think most of us from Asia know very well, find out about each other from the West, to the Western media, to Western academic research.